Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, all my beautiful people in Grand Rising, all my overseas brothers and sisters. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Good evening, and Grand Rising. First and foremost, man, I want to give a big ups to all my fans, followers, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Secondly, man, big ups to all my moderators out there, man. I got some of the best moderators in the podcasting game. Big ups to young boy Maya Bucks. Excuse me. Big ups to Master Teacher Fox Dot. Big ups to TLS. Big ups to Preston McKenzie, aka Brother P Mac. And big ups to my big bro, bringing up the rear for show, Professor Remo Williams. Now for the queens of bearded conversation. Big ups to the first lady, man, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. Big ups to Miss Starworth, Miss Kimber LLC. Last but not least, big ups to Miss CC Craven Care for Lean. With that being said, man, don't forget to check out Lynn Chicago Pizza at Lux Rextro, 17561 South Kedzie, located in Hazel Crest, Illinois. That's 17561 South Kedzie, located in Hazel Crest, Illinois. After that, check out Cafe where grown folks play, located 17553 Kedzie in Hazel Crest. That's 17553 Kedzie in Hazel Crest. And if you're on the far south side, man, check out Dan Soul Food and Bakery. That's 2523 West 79th Street. 2523 West 79th Street. That's Dan Soul Food and Bakery. Yo, and if you're in the surrounding south suburban areas, don't forget to check out the House of Health and Wellness, located 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213. 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213. The House of Health and Wellness. Oh, don't forget, 82124, man. Bearded Conversation will be throwing its first youth event stands back to school rally. So we still looking for vendors, music artists, and anybody to make that day positive and productive. Get at us, man. Also, if you want any of the Beard Gang merch, Off the Block merch, or the Bearded Conversation merch, hit the Instagram, man. Off the Block _ Beard Gang Apparel. Off the Block _ Beard Gang Apparel. Hit the DM, and we will get back to you. Yo, and support your boy, man, for the movement, man. Hit that cash app, $Bearded Bucks with a Z. That's $Bearded Bucks with a Z. And for those in the back, that's $Bearded Bucks with a Z. Now let's get this show started, man. Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, man. Beard Genghis Khan. I'm solo dolo tonight. First and foremost, man, I want to say Grand Rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters. Grand Rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters that's in the Netherlands, that's in Holland, Germany, Belgium, my UK brothers, my Canadian brothers, South African brothers, Czech brothers, Indian brothers. Hey man, hey, big ups to y'all, man. Grand Rising to y'all. And all my in-state followers, man, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to y'all as well, man. Good evening. How everybody doing out there tonight? Man, appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in for another episode of Bearded Conversation. Like I say, this wild as Wednesday, and we're gonna try not to be too wild, man. You know, when we pull off some of these wild days, a lot of people tend to not come back the next day. But oh man, this game is on, man. Minnesota and Dallas, man. It's in the third quarter, 6:40 left. Timberwolves leading 73-69, 73-69. As y'all know, yesterday, Boston took the first game over Indiana. So I mean, it should be a good series between Dallas and Minnesota. I'm expecting Dallas to pull it out. I mean, not Dallas. I'm sorry, Minnesota to pull it out. I'm rooting for the young Bulls, but again, you know, like Brother D said, you cannot. Go Grand Rising, Brother Freddie. Grand Rising, Brother Freddie. You cannot count out Luca or Kyrie Irving, man. You know, they call them brothers the Disney assassin and the other brother Ramadan Reed. But yeah, but they doing their thing. Yeah, good morning to everybody, man. What's going on, TLS? What's going on, Freddie? I can't forget, man. Hey, what's up to my co-hosted with the mostest, my youngin' AJ? What's going on, son? How you doing out there, baby boy? I love you, son. I love you, son. I know you out there somewhere watching. Yeah, man, it's wild ass Wednesday, man. So you know, I'm up here by myself. My boy Roscoe and stood me up again, y'all. No, some came up. He had to take care of some business, so you know. most definitely, you know what I'm saying, when business come up, man, you got to take care of business first, you know? That's most definitely facts. Got to take care of your business first. You got to take care of your business first. What's going on with you tonight, Freddie, man? What's going on, brother Freddie? How you feeling? How you feeling before you get out here and get to work, man? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? You know, I was reading something earlier, man. And it was kind of disheartening, man. It was a young rapper. He was on TikTok, and I guess he had a gun or whatever. And you know how they get on, these young kids get up on the social medias, and they be showing their guns and waving them or rapping or do whatever they do with it, right? So I guess apparently um he had the gun, and he was waving it around, and pulling the trigger on the gun or whatever the case may have been, and the gun was actually loaded, and he killed himself. He had it up to his head, and he pulled the trigger, and he killed himself. Yeah, it's tragic, man. Not, but I never understood that anyway. I mean, if you got it, first of all, a lot of these kids ain't even old enough to have weapons, right? We gonna say that. But if you do happen to have a weapon, um, which for me, I don't think it's a need for young kids to have these type of guns that they have. So when they do get them, or if they do have them, what I'm saying, and I usually ask myself the question, well, why you even got a gun in the first place? Like, what are you doing that warrants for you to even have to carry a gun around with you? For the most part of your, you know what I'm saying, for the most part of your day, when you should be being a kid, you should be living, you should be, I mean, but I know times is different. But just because you in a certain place or you live in a certain area, and like the media or like television or however y'all get y'all news or reportings, um, it's not always that way. I mean, it is to a certain extent, like how they portray Chicago, but every child is just not walking out here with brandishing a firearm and shooting up everything and everybody, or robbing or doing this or doing that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I know these type of things happen everywhere, but what was the purpose of just like on TikTok with the gun? Like you could have did whatever you was gonna do as far as rapping. You could have used your hand gestures. You could have did anything besides have a loaded gun. And then if you was gonna use the gun as a prop, why was it loaded? You know? So again, that goes to show the necessity and the need of proper training, proper tutelage, and you know what I'm saying, proper preparation. Uh, um, this it's things that go into owning a firearm, man. These kids they get them because these weapons are so accessible, and then they go out here, then they add all these attachments on them, and they just go out here, somebody bump into them, excuse me, and then it is what it is, and they do what they do. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. But it's just not only that, man. That just was a sad, tragic thing that I seen on TikTok, man. It's a lot of death and just destruction just going on, man. I didn't. Mm, mm. And sometimes, like I tell y'all, man, I don't really like coming up here um talking about all the death, all the kidnapping, all of this, all of that. But man, we got to be aware, man. You got to be aware of what's going on, and for my people that's out there, man, protect yourself. Be aware of what's going on, man. That's one thing. Let's talk about it. That's one thing that we don't be aware. We talk about how we see a lot of these things that go on in our communities and our hoods and everything that go on around the world. We don't even be aware. Like when the chick got locked up in where she get locked up at, I forgot where it was. Was it out? Where was she at? When she went out of town, man, and she was loud. Like, we just unaware of the cultures and the different things that go on in other places when we go. You just can't be ignorant every time you go somewhere, or loud every time you step out, even in your own neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? And it's disheartening because I done mentioned this before. Sometimes we become desensitized to the things that go on. So, a lot of times we may hear the gunshots or we may see the violence, and it's like, well, that's normal. Or it happens, not necessarily meaning that it's normal because it happens so much, but it's normalized as in because, we see it uh not even often, but you see it and you hear about it and it's noticeable. And you know what I'm saying? And and you can damn near touch the next person and they can tell you a story about how they didn't seen or they know of some of the same thing. So it's ridiculous, man. But we just got to be a little bit more consciously aware, man. We got to learn to protect ourselves. And when I say protect ourselves, I'm talking about the good people, the people that's out here, walking in righteousness, that's walking and trying to do the right things, that's walking, that's trying to do the things for the community, that's trying to help the youth, that's trying to grow. Those people, I appreciate those people. Those the people that I talk about when I say protect yourselves and arm yourself and be more consciously aware of what's going on. Because there's a lot of wild things going on out here, man. And every day, the killers get younger and younger. The situations get more pettier and pettier. Like it's ridiculous, A while back I heard about a story of a young man, um, young lady broke up with him. He couldn't accept it, so he shot her and then he shot himself. It's crazy. Like it's just crazy. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm not in nobody's head, and I know a lot of things can be attributed to mental illness or mental conditions or things of that nature. Or sometimes, we can operate off. Well, you can have a mental, emotional. You could still be, yeah. So that could be, but I want to try to separate emotions from having a mental disorder, because I mean, I guess you can be emotionally disturbed as well, but let's just separate it. Because, like I say, I'm not trying to get into these or claim to know or claim to be inside of nobody's head to know why people do the things that they do. So I was gonna say, because I wouldn't do it, but I can't really make that statement because you never know what somebody else will do. Especially if you're not in their shoes, especially if you're not in their mindset, especially if you don't know how they handle things and how certain things affect them in their life. You know, uh, that's something to think about. Compartmentalism. What'd you say, brother? Compartmentalism. Yeah, yeah. So and so but even with that, we need to understand that. And so if we can compartmentalize certain things, and be aware when we putting these certain things and we debriefing and we putting them where they need to be and we filing them where they need to be filed. Now the reaction to the compartmentalism is I would say would be the uh, more focal point of the interaction, because I could know that someone has a something's wrong with them, but my reaction toward it, or you know what I'm saying. Certain people still don't care. Some people still don't acknowledge. Some people still will be like, "Who gives a hell?" And not knowing that you can't just do that with certain people. Certain things everybody can't handle. You know what I'm saying? TheWorldWatch.com. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, what's up, Glenn B? What's up, Glenn B? Um, you say World Watch. What do you say? WorldWatch.com video. People found dead after discovering free renewable energy. Hmm. I was talking about yesterday, brother TLS. I was talking about the Edmonton dude. I'm surprised. Um, ain't nobody got him yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised ain't nobody got him yet because he out here doing a lot of things. What's going on, brother Glenn B? Yeah, he out here doing a lot of things. Um, with simple mechanics. And claims that he's sending electricity from Texas. That this is what he said with with a core machine. He made something like what Tesla did, but he, made it out of simple materials. And he said he was able to project or direct an electric current from Texas to Chicago, and he actually lit a bulb with no wires, no nothing. So I can believe this. I'm looking this up though. I wanna see this. What is it? World Watch. Let me see what it is first before I commented on it, of course. But yeah, man, they it was a brother that he made this this car. He made this car and it ran off water. And that brother came up missing. So I can about only imagine. I can about only imagine. Let me see. I'm trying to. Discovering. It's a renewable energy. Let me see what come up. Okay. 2 days ago. Okay. And it says people found dead People found dead after discovering free renewable energy while Wall Street apes truth. Remember to never let the climate cult guilt trip you about climate change due to the type of energy fuel you're using when every single person who's invented unlimited clean free energy has been found murdered. It's not about climate change, it's about profit and control. Source transcripts. What is it? I can believe it.
Marinov was the leader of the European free energy movement. In 1997, he made tremendous strides in the technology.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know why I did that, y'all. I don't even know why I did that. Look, I got advanced technology over here. Let me do this for y'all, and then we can get it cracking like that. Check this out. This way we can this way everybody can hear it and see what he talking about. Okay. Check it out.
Mullen, a nuclear physicist, used to work for McDonnell Douglas, one of the largest military contractors in the world. He died of arsenic poisoning in 2004. His girlfriend was originally a suspect, but she was found dead in her apartment shortly after. There are no more suspects, there is no investigation, there will be no trial. Dmitry Petronov invented a plasma battery that powered his home for 14 months. In 2010, he went to a bakery and was never seen again. Zachary Warfield was another inventor who developed his own plasma battery. Warfield visited Petronov to exchange information. That same year, Warfield died in a strange boating accident in Washington, D.C. Eugene Malov was a physicist and expert in cold fusion. He claimed he had a working prototype of a free energy device. In 2004, the day before he was to make a public announcement about his findings, he was beaten to death. Ari Dagos actually patented free energy technology based on the zero-point field. In 2007, he was about to get on a flight to meet investors who were going to fund his research. He was found dead in his car at the airport. Rory Johnson created a cold fusion laser-activated magnetic motor that generated over 500 horsepower. He planned a public demonstration of 4 vehicles.
Okay. I'm gonna finish playing, but let me say this. I'm not gonna say that it's for real, and I'm not gonna say that it's false. I'm not gonna make any claims to either. But I will say this. I have heard some of these people, and I have heard of other people who have attempted to do things, and certain things have, came about, and whether they were unalive or met some type of physical demise or mental demise. Um, I didn't heard. All I can say is I heard. I don't know these people personally. I'm not in their lives. I ain't trying to get flagged or banned. Like I say again, you know what I didn't say. Let me say it right now. Yo, for those that's watching, hey, the thoughts, views, and opinions are the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of us. We don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. We don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underlining and undertoning on edutainment. Don't take anything shown or any advice. Don't take any advice or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional. Please don't. And I want you going out here robbing no banks, starting no revolts, not doing nothing crazy, telling your boss what he can take, how he can turn it sideways, and where he can put it, because you can't get nothing out of me. And as you can see, I'm solo dolo, so it's gonna be hard to get something about any one of the co-hosts. But yeah, man. Again, man, just do your due diligence. Don't take anything for face value just because you hear to hear and it may sound good. Please go do your research. Please look up any topics or any discourse that we may have on this channel. Even if I do have professionals to come on, and we can all what's the word I'm looking for, and we can all research. You know what I'm saying? And see if they're accredited. Even then, those thoughts, those views, and those opinions are the thoughts of the views and opinion of the people on the panel. They have nothing to do with Bearded Conversation. Let's let that be known. Also, hey, we don't reserve the right for anything, but I do have the act up in the description and on the channel just in case anybody has something to say about anything, that any music that we play or any content that we may use here. But back to it.
For vehicles equipped with this magnetron motor. The U.S. Department of Energy placed a restraining order on this technology, preventing publication. And though in excellent health, he died unexpectedly soon after. Mark Tomian, a physicist, patented technology called a star drive, which uses zero-point energy, very similar to the ARV. In 2009, he developed a working prototype. Shortly after, he died from an unexpected cardiac event. His research is missing. Stan Myers developed a working engine that ran on water. In 1997, he died from what was officially reported as a cerebral hemorrhage. This happened while having lunch with two potential investors. His last words were, "I was poisoned." And remember I said that most of this episode comes from a documentary created by James Allen? He ruffled a lot of feathers doing his research, specifically at Lockheed Martin.
And so, I'm kind of mystified as why a lot more people haven't picked up on this and sort of hammered on Lockheed or Grumman or whoever to say, are you guys really doing this? I actually called a spokesman at Lockheed and asked her straight up. I'm like, so what's going on with your electrogravitics program? And she's like, well, we're not at liberty to discuss those programs. And I'm like, really? Why not?
Wassalamualaikum salam, brother Ali Motamed. Wassalamualaikum salam, my brother.
It's like, well, it might threaten our competitive advantage. And I really wish I'd gotten that on film or tape. Because my next documentary, Tom, are you listening? I want to do a investigative documentary on specifically on anti-gravity in the aerospace industry.
Oh, I can't wait to see that new documentary. This kid is a hero.
Was a hero.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
While still editing the film, before it was even released, James Allen was diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer. He was dead in 3 months.
I'm so angry right now.
That interview clip I showed was from 6 weeks before his cancer diagnosis.
Hey, cancer, man, y'all gotta see. Look, damn. I ain't trying to scare nobody from going to the doctor, but man, them nano cells, man, that shit is for real. You know what I'm saying? You go to these doctors or You know what I'm saying? You buying a certain food, man. They putting they putting them nanocells in you, and you know what I'm saying? They operating them. You know what I'm saying? Them nanocells is transmitting the signal back to a source. You know what I'm saying? That they're controlling, that they watching. You know what I'm saying? That they got feed into and that they can send feed out of, and and you know, and they can send electronic pulses as well as other things. You know, once those things are inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? I, I mean, listen, I know I said, you know, I'm just giving you what could be. You know, don't quote me on anything. I'm just giving you what could be. If you were a sensible person and you had a brain and you wanted to think about certain things, this is something that, you know, you could be thinking about.
His cancer diagnosis. Did he look sick to you?
No, he did not.
Autopsy results revealed an unbelievably aggressive tumor that usually occurs in patients with cancer for years, not weeks. And his blood contained 12 heavy metals and radioisotopes at toxic levels. Manganese, beryllium, thorium, and uranium were found in his blood. James Allen never got to see his documentary released. And his next film, which would expose anti-gravity technology being pursued by military contractors, now that would never happen.
This is a bunch of these government companies doing the. When are we going to stand up and something about these?
Yeah, I know. Even Mark McCandlish was afraid.
You've actually heard a couple different stories about people being shut down when they're trying to implement this.
Or killed.
Or killed.
Yeah. I mean, there's many times I lay awake at night with my 9mm under my pillow, loaded, and I wonder why they haven't killed me. You know, I honestly did.
Well, at least he made it, right? Tell me he made it. Did he make it?
Well,
Oh, no.
this past April, Mark was found.
Hey y'all, and the sound that y'all hear in the background, that's the hecklefish. The hecklefish is hilarious. Actually, good find, brother TLS. I watched a few things of this brother. He had a few things that I watched. I watched one about the Anunnaki. I watched one that was a biblical thing. But this fish is hilarious. I just had to say that, y'all. It's called the hecklefish. It's hilarious.
Mark was found dead in his apartment.
Let me guess. He took his own life.
Yep. Stefan Marinoff was the leader of the European free energy movement.
So they said he took his own life. You don't think he took his own life?
Movement. In 1997, he made tremendous.
Y'all think the brother took his well, we're gonna call him a brother, but y'all think that man took his own life? I mean, so when you ask me what you think about it, brother TLS, you know, again, I'm gonna speak from a devil's advocate point of view. I'll say that versus a general picking a side. You know what I'm saying? I'll just speak to the what could be's or what couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that versus me just actually picking a side, because I mean, ultimately, of course, you know, I do have a side that I would choose, and yes, I do have certain feelings and thoughts about certain things, but you know, sometimes, you know, what I think is not, you know, for the viewing audience. You know, it's about y'all. So what do you think about it, brother TLS? What do you think about it, brother Glenn B? What about you, Freddie? What do you think about those things? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all the viewing public. I'm more of the publisher here. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about it? You guys are like the creators of these things, and you guys are the people that's, I mean, of course, me too, but you know, I'm reporting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep a unbiased viewpoint towards it. I mean, because some of these things. Now, the last one with all of them heavy metals, well, see, then we would have to do some investigating. Like, well, where was this brother at previous? Like, how did he ingest all of these heavy metals inside of his body? What was he taking? What you know what I'm saying? What type of toxic things was he around? Like, people use, and don't get me wrong, you guys, everybody got metals inside of their body, you know, whether you want to or whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? But at the levels and as many as he had, I wonder, where was he at? What type of lifestyle? I mean, and then again, could they have been administered inside of him, or forcefully, or unknowingly? Yeah, it could be. You know what I'm saying? It could happen like that. And just for any of these guys, just like with the cancer speeding up, or with the so-called suicides. I mean, you never know. Sometimes, and then and to speak to that, too much information and too much knowledge. Let's not negate this. Let's not negate this, y'all. Too much information and too much knowledge can be. Let me come back. Let me come back. Let me come back. Let y'all see me. Too much information and too much knowledge sometimes can be too much for certain people. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta know that, and you gotta understand that. Sometimes when certain people get information, or they learn certain things, and they become radical with it, and it starts to engulf them, and overtake their logical thinking, and this is all and this is all that they're putting forward. Sometimes that can drive a person to be mental. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes maybe, with that being said, sometimes some of these people uh may have committed suicide. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Or could it have been some type of other entity, or other people, or government, or organization that intervened, and got it. I mean, it's possible. Everything, anything that you can wrap your mind around is plausible. But again, these are things that's being reported to us, and these are things that I'm reporting back to y'all, and these are things that we just finding and researching on our own. So again, like I say, anything can be plausible. We have no factual evidence for any of these things. Um, so I mean, what I think is neither here nor there. All I can say is that family. You know what I'm saying? Us here on Being the Conversation, we are family. So what we need to start doing, man, we need to start building. We need to start figuring out better ways to communicate. We need to figure out a bartering system. We it's a lot of things that we need to figure out, and try to embrace, and implement these growing structures inside our communities, especially my melanated brothers and sisters, man. Hey, shout out and big ups to hashtag USPAP, United States Pan African Political Party. I know a lot of people been asking me every time I say it. Some people ask me about the concept, you know what I'm saying, and why I choose those things, or those words to represent what I'm trying to do. And it's not necessarily that I have to use those things, but there's just something, it was quick in my mind, in my head, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? But if like I said, to any, well, I'm gonna say, like I always used to do, on all my shows, I used to ask for 25 people, man. 25 good brothers and 25 good sisters, man. They got any ideas, any networking, any communication, any money, any funds, any lands, to anything that we can come together, and bring together, and try to uplift, and bring structure back to our communities. You know what I'm saying? And really make these places our communities, not our neighborhoods, not places where we are residents, not places where we just dwell to live in. You know what I'm saying? To make these places better. When I say community, we own the corner stores, the moms and pops, the barber shops, and most of the buildings that's in the area. You know what I'm saying? And we recycle all that money with each other. You feel me? And then we outsource to bring things inside our community that's for us. So that's a goal. That's a plan. Um, which should be a goal and a plan for any nation, any culture, any group of people. You know what I'm saying? That's just trying to thrive, or that's trying to create success for their lineage, or for their peoples. So I think that's one of the things that we should be doing. I'm not gonna necessarily bring religion into it. I'm not gonna give my views on that, or if because some people say that's a tool of separation, a tool of division. um when you can use all tools for anything, man. Just Like if I'm eating with a fork, you know, and I like to, you know, you eating, you know, you got to stab and pick the fork up, but you can use the edges of those forks to try to cut and chop things too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and use it in a different way. You know, so even though people say you know religion is used as a tool of division or a tool of separation, you know, we want to take that and try to bring and make that a tool of uh, uh of getting groups of people together because we see what it can do separately and on its own, you know. And I'm not saying that we have to get rid of it, you know. We just got to tone it down and just find a way for everybody to be all inclusive, you know what I'm saying, meaning that we can reach a commonality, and then you can still keep whatever you're doing over here and they can keep whatever they got going over there and so on and so forth, just as long as we know that we trying to reach a goal. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's important that if people were going to do things like that though, you know, to try to reach back and find more of a cultural tradition or diaspora to yourself. You know what I'm saying? 1+1 = 3. Of course, they kill a person who finds out there's free energy. Yeah, yeah. Well, 1+1 is 3. Of course it is. See, yeah. See, so most people will say 1+1 is 2. But what about the plus? See, that's a variable within itself. But of course, and then again, that's some different type of math. And I know Brother Fox probably, master teacher probably would disagree with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know he do the math, but those are just philosophical ideas. Because you know in this world we do know 1+1 is 2. Um, but yeah, but you know, it's a whole brother, man, that's in Africa, man. I forgot the brother name, you know. He found out a way to have what he created Wi-Fi without electricity. I don't know how he did, man. But let me look. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, and I think we might have talked about this before too. And you know, he went back to Africa, and before he went back there, they was trying to kill him, man. They made like 3 attempts on his life. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Let me see. Father of the internet, Philip Ngali, Nigerian African. Oh wow, oh, it was a black man that created the internet. A math whiz who came up with the formula of allowing a large number of computers to communicate. But that's not who I was talking about. No. He ain't who I was talking about. But we can discuss him real quick. We can discuss this brother real quick. So, who was the black man or the melanated man that created the internet? His name is Philip Imigwali. I might be butchering the name, Imigwali. But the web owes much of his existence to Philip Imigwali, a math whiz who came up with the formulas for allowing large numbers of computers to communicate at once. Imigwali was born to a poor family in Akure, Nigeria in 1954. Yeah, but see, that ain't the brother I'm talking about. I was talking about a younger brother. But yeah, but that's amazing too. That's amazing too. Mm, yeah. Let me see, man. Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find it, man. I should have. If I'd have known we was gonna go here, man, I would have been better prepared. Yeah, the Wi-Fi without electricity. Yeah, I would have been better prepared, man. Hold on, y'all. Just give me a minute. Yeah, what's going on? Professor Remo, and Miss Starworth, Miss Kimber. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'd have been a little bit more prepared. I didn't know, man. Hey y'all, I didn't even know we was gonna go this route. Do, 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 do. What's going on, Gringo? Gringo. How you doing tonight? Let me see. Wi-Fi without electricity. Man, where this brother at? He was everywhere, y'all. Um, it was all over the It's a big thing for a little minute there. Then you ain't hear nothing else about it. Yeah, then you ain't hear nothing else about it. Okay. I think I found it. Is what say watching. Yeah. You most definitely, you know it, brother. You know it, brother. Um, what's the score? Hold on, Luke at the free throw line right now, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all an update in a minute. I've been talking to my beautiful peoples, my fellow Bildonians. I ain't even thought about this. Dallas is up. It's the fourth quarter. Do. It's the fourth quarter with 6:56 left. Dallas is up 98-92. And the Minnesota Timberwolves have the ball. Anthony Edwards got the ball in his hand. Just pump fake for a three, pass it off to Big Cat. Big Cat passed it back to him. Anthony driving to the cup. He lost the ball. Big Cat picked it up. Big Cat pump fake. Big Cat goes up for a shot and he bugs. Pause. He busts it. So it's 94-98 now. Let's get back to this. The brother name is Maxwell Chikumbutso, an African inventor from Zimbabwe, created a self-powered. Oh no, okay. Maybe I was talking. Okay, he created a self-powered television that doesn't need electricity or batteries. He uses radio frequencies and a microwave sonic wireless power generator that plugged into the back of the TV. Then maybe I had it wrong. Okay, maybe I think that's the brother I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So, hold on, y'all, hold on. 17-year-old. This says something about a 17-year-old. A 17-year-old supposedly in where you at? Come on, y'all, don't do me like that. But this says something about a 17-year-old in Africa as well. Coming up with free Wi-Fi. What do it say? Come on. Why you do me like that? Anyway, y'all, I'll find it later and come back to it. I do apologize, y'all. I do apologize. I just didn't know the conversation was gonna go there and go that way. I would have been a little bit more prepared. But yeah, man, we created and we can do a lot of things, man. Again, we can do a lot of things. So I believe, like I was just saying about them 25 people, man. I can't preach that enough. That we need to get these people, man. So we can help cultivate and nurture the up and coming generation, man, because it's going way left. And we got to be able to protect, like you say, these people. See, because then you got to think about it. So all these people, and see, here go again. All these people that been named off, or that I've been researching and looking up before I looked up these African brothers. Excuse me. They've been the white folks. You know what I'm saying? So they killing our white folks. They taking either they taking the idea and they keeping it for themselves, or they killing them because they don't want this idea to get out to the general public. Because if some of these things get out to the general, can y'all imagine not using gas and running? Listen, this continent is nothing but water. Do you know how much? Listen, y'all. If we didn't use gas or didn't have to find any natural resources, and we could operate our vehicles with just water, do you know what would happen? BP will be shut down. Exxon will be shut down. Wouldn't be no need for no oil tankers. All that going over to Iran and Iraq and Kuwait and all that, trying to fight for the oil. it wouldn't be no need for none of that. None of that. Then you gotta think about this. It rains. I don't think we'll never be able to use up that resource. I think that's the only natural resource that we can't even abuse. But guess what? We'll probably find a way. I know that, Glenn B. I just played the video about the guy that was killed. But what I'm saying is, the white guy that came up with it, the reason they did it is because they were trying to hide it from the masses, because either they didn't want to do that, either they stole the idea. That's what I'm saying. Either they took the idea and they kept it for themselves, or they didn't want that idea getting out to the masses. Because like I said, can you just imagine if everyone had a vehicle that was powered by water and not gas? It'll shut everything. The world will go haywire. Yeah, I heard about the fuel made by algae. I actually had a friend of, well, I'm gonna say a pop, you could say friend, partner of mine, associate. He actually got into that bio decomposition and all that type of stuff, and he was doing trying to make fuel and stuff like that with algae. I actually knew a brother that was into that, and he was doing okay. I don't know if he still does it or if he's still into it, but I knew someone who was into that, professor. So yeah, you can make fuel from algae. But bro, but the simplest resources, well, the simplest resource that we have that's the most abundant to us is the water. You know what I'm saying? If everything was powered by water, bro, like come on, man. Come on. You know how many companies will be out of business? You know? That's why do you think herbalists and medicine people are so shunned upon and you know, deemed witches, and all that crazy stuff? You know what I'm saying? Because some of that stuff can help. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. Yes, due to modern advancement, yes, we should be using some of the things that we know today to help us along our path and journey, you know what I'm saying, in this life, and live to help it, you know, get better. Of course, I'm not going to disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But there are natural things, bro, that because you got to think about this before we start. I'm not going to say evolving, but before we start evolving, as far as as far as technology wise, or technological wise, we wasn't getting sick. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure people got sick, but people were living long. You know, we didn't have a lot of the worries and a lot of the things that we got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? We were probably living longer. We were probably doing things. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Glenn? Let me see. You say like red diesel fuel is too cheap, and if you get caught with it, you get a big ticket. So what's red diesel fuel out there? I don't know what that is. Let me look that up. All our gas high out here, so I guess it wouldn't even make a difference. Everything high out here, man. I ain't finding too much of nothing. Okay. Here we go. I got it now. It says, because I didn't know about this. What is red diesel fuel? Okay, I'll read a little bit of the article. No, I'll just read what it is real quick. Red diesel fuel is used in construction and farming industries, mainly in machineries and off-road vehicles. Red diesel chemical composition doesn't differ from regular automobile fuel. However, it's illegal to use in commercial vehicles. This product has a high sulfur content, making it ideal for off-roading. If a random spot check finds that you are using for off-road activities, you could be subject to substantial fines and other penalties. The price of red diesel fuel is low if you buy it for off-road uses, as opposed to other fuel. It is exempt from state excess duties and taxes. Unlike automobile diesel fuel, to visually distinguish these two fuel types, heating diesel is colored with a unique red dye, okay, making it red diesel, okay. Okay. It says fuel. Let me take these off. I don't know why I've been trying to do that. It says fuel dyes are dyes added to the fuels to identify it visually. The U.S. has its own laws regarding labeled fuels. The Environmental Protection Agency has mandated that the use of red dye to identify high sulfur fuels for off-road use. Solvent Red 26 is a standard dye in the U.S., although it can be replaced with a similar dye, Solvent Red 164. What the hell is the IRS? Anyway, the Internal Revenue Services uses the same dye, but in a higher concentration to label tax-free fuels such as fuel oils. Excuse me. In Britain, for example, red diesel can only be used in vehicles registered, as SON, statutory off-road. Why is it doing me like that? Okay, statutory off-road notifications with the DVLA, Driver and Vehicle Licenses Agency, which means the vehicle is not to be used on public roads, only on private properties. Specific laws vary from country to country, but dyed red diesel fuel generally indicates oil intended for off-road use or use of a fuel oil. We need to get us a red dye. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. Man. What'd you say, Remo? Yeah, Remo says diesel is frowned upon because it's super low smoke temperature, which is terrible for the ozone layer. Well, all this crap is bad for the ozone layer. See, again. See, they tearing up the earth. That's why they trying to go back to Mars. I mean, I ain't gonna say go back. That's why they trying to get up to Mars and some of these other planets. See, they tearing up our ozone because you got to think about this. Yeah, so we talked about this maybe a month or two ago of how they were talking about trying to block out the sun. They were supposed to go up here and I don't want to say chemtrail or whatever the hell they may do. Fly up here with some type of planes and let out some type of smoke to supposedly help block some of the radiations and some of the gamma rays and stuff like that that's coming from the sun. Because it's tearing us up, and then with the global warming and the ice cap and the melting and all that. You know what I'm saying? So they were supposed to do that, but again, if we power our vehicles with water, if we go back to simple mechanical mechanisms instead of electrical mechanism, or if we can create a transmitter and a transmitter of some type of electricity and a receiver of some type of electricity without all these transformers, wires, electrical boxes and things of that nature, where we will be able to send it in a straight path, and we can harness its power and be able to maximize and minimize and send it out in that way. I mean, which I'm pretty sure they can do, and they find out a way to regulate, but they won't. I mean, you're gonna be paying a cheap electricity bill, but why? That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, dollars is up 106, 102. 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota got the ball, but But why? You know, again, man, we playing with their money. He said, imagine the John Challenger that runs those things. Right. Any vehicle, man. I ain't just talking about the race or I know what you're saying, Remo, but anything, bro. Like, man, we messing with their pockets. When people come up with these type of ideas, man, and they're not protected, bro, and then especially when you mainstream it and you put it on the media, as soon as it gets in the public eye, as soon as somebody get a hold to it, bro, you know, I don't want to say this, but you know, the 1% or the powers that be or the people that's in charge or the gatekeepers or whoever you want to call them, you know, these societies, these three-letter organizations or whoever, once they figure that out, man, and they get a hold of that information, bro, it's over with, bro. It's over with. You know, so and then you know we go and see, and that's crazy, y'all, because we get out here, man, and we go vote for these motherfuckers. Excuse my French. I'm finna get a little. We go up, we get out here, man, and they push for us to vote for these motherfuckers, man. You know, they push hard for us to get out here and vote. They push hard for us to get out here and put certain people in Congress and certain people in office. And you know, when we putting these people in offices, you know, we thinking they looking out for our better interest, and they not. You would think that these people are looking out for you know what, we're not gonna say a better worldly interest. You know what I'm saying? Things that can help and affect and change the world. You know what I'm saying? Things that can help push and advance the world. See, but there you go. See, so could that go the flip side of it? You know, if you're using simple mechanical mechanisms, you're not keeping up with technology. You're not evolving with the technology. You know what I'm saying? You're not implementing the mathematics. You know what I'm saying? I get it to a degree, but hey, it seems like to me, the more technological we get, hell, the stupider we get, the more complex we get, and the worse things get. He said we just need to find ways around barriers to entry into certain industries. We just need to find ways around barriers to entry into certain. Um. Okay. Because I believe we are in some of these industries, and I believe some of us have broken some of these barriers. Um, it's just that when you get inside of these certain industries, and these barriers that you talking about that we fought through to get in, you got to understand this: how long before someone gets to you and changes your mind and you know pays you off for? I'm just speaking. I'm not saying these things happen. I'm just speaking because I'm trying to figure out after all these years, why would you or how could you let someone who came up with an idea of running a car of water, the most abundant resource that we have on this planet? You can still evolve with technology, but just make those one of the things. Just make that something that's just not so technological. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can keep that a simple process. I'm just saying. You know, you won't have all this gas and smoke emitting up in the sky, killing the ozone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's natural steam, it's a natural vapor because it's water. So of course, once it hits up there, you know what I'm saying, about time to get up there, they've been cooled off. You know, and then again, like I was saying, you know, the rain, it replenishes, it's gonna replenish what we take. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. See, but again, you know, I wonder if we can create water. I wonder if we can take two hydrogens and two oxygens and actually create water. I never seen nobody create water. What do y'all think about that? Can we create water? We know the ingredients, but can we physically create water, or is water just a substance or element that's you know that uses certain elements or certain mathematical components of certain elements put together, and it just exists. I wonder if we can separate those components and or those elements and then put them back together ourselves physically to create water. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was watching Terrence Howard. I keep mentioning that brother. Not saying that I'm promoting or pushing anything that brother doing, but check it out. It's interesting. He spoke a little bit about that, and he think we can. But I just something to wonder about because we was talking about water. You know what I'm saying? Not to get sidetracked. But yeah, man. Again, same thing with the pharmaceutical companies, like I was saying, bro. That's why, a lot of the herbalists and a lot of those type of people are frowned upon and shunned, because, again, like I stated earlier, we do need doctors, we do need the new technology, but again, there are certain herbs, certain things in nature that can cure us without us having to take these. Then you gotta not. Then hold on, half of these pills and things that you guys take. Some of these things do contain these flowers. Some of these things do contain these herbs with some extra added stuff on to get you addicted or to make you complacent or to make something else messed up on you. Of course, and we know this. This is not a conspiracy. I'm not speaking out of place or out of turn because when you watch any commercial, what does it say? When you watch any commercial, first thing that come on, man, it tells you what you should be taking this medicine for, and then what it do. You got a guy before the commercial go out. He said real quick. It can cause nausea, vomiting, and all this, and you be like, damn. Same thing, man. Same thing with the pharmacy industry. It's the same. It's all the same, bro. Technology is all the same, man. They don't want nobody to have nothing before they have it. That's why they tried to race to get up to space, and I don't even think they got there yet. She said, I think you can definitely harness water using condensation. Um, Not just condensation. I forgot how that brother. I actually watched before he was on the live. I actually watched a few videos of the brother, and I'm mad it didn't stick, but he actually explained the process. You know what I'm saying? And you can do it with condensation or you can do it without same thing with the brother. Same thing with the brother that created the machine um to harness the water and make it clean and filter it back out to the people. The black dude in Detroit, I believe it was. Doctor, I forgot his name. Remo, you know the brother name. You ain't put me up on the brother, but you was mentioning the brother one day. I brought him back up. But yeah, man, and I'm surprised that brother's still around. Creating water is easier than you think, and it doesn't require putting atoms together. Condensation occurs when warm air collides with cold surfaces. Yeah, see. But so I'm being more biological and more into the chemistry with it. You know what I'm saying? I know we can create warm air. I can enough time on the surface and hopefully create a droplet. I know that, but I want to be able to actually physically, bro, um, um, deconstruct a water molecule. If is it even possible to deconstruct a liquid molecule to make it where you can separate, where you can take out the two hydrogens and you can take out the two, the one oxygen, and would that oxygen dissipate? What would that hydrogen be? Because it's a gas. So if you were to separate it, how could you keep, once you separate that gas, how could you keep that gas, you know what I'm saying, contained where you can put them back together? See, I want to actually do that. I get what y'all saying with the condensation, yeah, but I'm talking about the actual physical aspect of, making water, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that away from me. I think that'll be dope. But yeah, like you said though, creating water is easier than you think. For ones that don't know, because I think that's what the doctor did. The dude in Detroit, creating water is easier than you think. It doesn't require putting atoms together. Condensation occurs when warm air collides with cold surfaces. And that's true, but again, I still would like to deconstruct water and put it back together physically, if that's okay with you, Brother Remo. And you the professor, brother. You supposed to be promoting that. I think Dallas won, y'all. Let's see. Yep. Dallas took game 1 from Minnesota, man. Come on. I think any one of these teams can beat Boston. I don't think Boston got anything for so yeah, they won 105, 108. 105, 108. And I do think any one of them teams would be Boston if they make it though. It will require freezing the water to slow down the molecule movement first. So I was, So with the water, so what you're saying is I would have to make it solid to freeze it. So then once I freeze it, how do I remove the hydrogen? That's the problem. How do I remove the 2 hydrogens? And when I remove them, how would I keep them contained or separated to where I got 1 hydrogen here and 1 hydrogen here? You know what I'm saying? And oxygen. Or could I just take or what is considered 1 oxygen? You know what I'm saying? Because oxygen is in abundance. So do I just need the 2 hydrogen to just clash with the atmosphere to create water? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to get a chemistry teacher or somebody up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Or a weather person who can come up here and give a little bit more expertise and explanation to what I'm asking, if it's plausible. You know what I'm saying, or if these things were possible. You know what I'm saying? That's just something to think about, man. You know, that's what we do here on Build the Conversation, man. We try to open up the mind. We try to expound ones. We try to get people to see things in a different light. You know, also we try to have a good intellectual discourse, man, because you know we're trying to change the narrative and just show a difference. You know, we don't just want to get up here, man, and just talk about any old thing, man, and sound like we buffoons and sound like we crazy and just sound like I'm up here just trying to entertain people or no, man, we having genuine discussion. You know, just like when my people ask me what I think about certain things, you know, I try to give it back to them. You know, again, I try to play devil's advocate because, again, like I say, even though I give my disclaimer, man, I don't want nobody, you know, to think nothing out of the norm, man. Okay, you say you couldn't keep them together because you would be effectively separating the covalent bond between the hydrogen and the oxygen molecule. I'm not trying to keep them together, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to break them apart. But I'm saying, well, so when I say keep them, like, how can I sustain 1 hydrogen and 1 hydrogen and 1 oxygen? If you get what I'm asking, is there a way for that to happen? Well, if I had a bunch of Legos right here, I could take this Lego, connect to this Lego, connect to that, and build something. Can I take 1 hydrogen and have another hydrogen and have an oxygen? Then combine my 2 hydrogens, bam, and then take those 2 hydrogens and combine them with that 1 oxygen to create water. Like some magic trick type shit, or some chemistry. That's got to be possible. It's got to be possible, man. I'm just thinking, maybe I'm overthinking things now, man. This got to be possible. I hear you with the science talk, but with the stuff that we know how to do now, man, that's got to be possible, man. Something like that's got to be able to happen. Got to be able to happen. If not, it was a hell of a thought, man. It was a hell of a thought. But I'm kind of disappointed in Minnesota, man, tonight, man. I thought Minnesota was gonna do their thing. That boy Anthony Edwards got to come to play, man. Luca and Ramadan Reed, man, they was out there playing. They was out there playing. Don't get me wrong, Edwards came to play, but he needs a little bit more firepower, man. Big Cat and Rudy, man, they got to step up their game, man. They got to step up their that paint defense. And you know, Kyrie so crafty, man. He lobbing and throwing shit from off everywhere. Oh no, look at Luca trying to be like Kyrie out there, man. Oh, what's going on, Miss Wright? What's going on? Hey, man, that's the hardest working woman, man. Hey, that's a hard working young lady right there, Miss Wright, man. Let's give Miss Wright a round of applause. The young lady, hey man, she out here into her Achilles heel and she's still at work, man. And she's still at work. Big ups to you, man. It's hard out here for a pimp. When you're trying to get, what you want to say? When you're trying to get the money for the rent. I know the oh man. But yeah, man, big ups to her, man. Hope your foot get better, man. Big ups to her, big ups to her, big ups to her. She tore Achilles heel, man. Big ups to her. She need to be somewhere resting, sitting down. That's what she need to be doing. But yeah, Remo, you giving me all these extra scientifical you still ain't helping me out with my problem about the dissecting. Okay, let me see. He said it would have to take place in a hydrogen-rich environment. So if you had a fire extinguisher and a hairdryer, you could probably make water. I don't know. We should try that. We should try. Hey man, we should try that, man. We should try. Hey, we should try that. We should most definitely try that, man. We're gonna get a fire extinguisher and a hairdryer, and we're gonna try that experiment. We're gonna be like them two guys on Mythbusters, and we're gonna see if we can create that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely try that. Hey, Mr. Nobody, you're gonna be the test subject. You're gonna be the one with the fire. Yeah, man, you don't get no more dedicated than that. I hear that. But yeah, man, we gonna try that, man. So yeah, hey, Mr. Thomas, we gonna have you with. Listen, we gonna plug up a hair dryer, right? We gonna have you holding the hair dryer, and then we gonna have you. Well, we gonna wait till the hair dryer get real hot, and then we gonna have you spray the damn fire extinguisher over the hair dryer and see if we can make water. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Miss Gigi, you late, baby. You're late to the party. What's going on? Where my little one at? What's up, AJ? How you doing out there, son? How you doing, baby? You know daddy love your co-hostess with the mostest, baby. Oh man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? You know, y'all more than welcome to join the party. I'll put that link down in there for y'all, man. We just conversing and talking, man. It's Wild Ass Wednesday, man. You know, it's slow motion, as you can see. I'm solo dolo tonight, man. Hey, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. And share the content, man. Share the content with everybody, man. With your relatives, with your kin folks, man. With your people that you see at the barbecue, with your co-workers, man. Make sure y'all share. Hey, also, man, big ups to all my moderators, man. You know, I got some of the best moderators in the podcasting business. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Young Boy Mario Bucks. Big ups to Master Teacher Fox Die, Brother T.L. Les, Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. Brother P. Mac. Don't forget about my big bro, bringing up the real for show, Professor Remo Williams. And then don't forget about the queens, a bearded conversation. The first lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. And of course, Miss Kimber, Miss Stalwart, Market LLC in the building. And last but not least, Miss CC Craven Carefuline. Big ups to all my moderators in the building, and big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Hey, also, y'all, 8/21/24, don't forget, Bearded Conversation, we'll be throwing this first youth event / back to school rally. 8/21/24, 12 to 4, we will be throwing our first our very first youth event / back to school rally. Again, like I can't stress enough, we're still looking for any vendors, any music artists, or anybody that want to come out and help make that day positive and productive. And if you can't be physically there, monetary donations are more than welcome, which can be sent at $ Bearded Bucks with a Z. That's $ Bearded Bucks with a Z. And for those in the back that can't hear me, $ Bearded Bucks with a Z. And if you want to come on the show, if you got a topic or something that you want to send in, and you want us to discuss, you can hit the email, man. Hit the description, hit more in the description, man, and you can get the email. And for those that's too lazy to get to the email, by doing that, the email is beardgangiscon@gmail.com. beardgangiscon@gmail.com. Like you see it there on the screen. beardgangiscon@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? You said, have you ever used a can of condensed air? Yeah. I used a can of condensed air before. All the time. Well, I ain't gonna say all the time, but yeah, most definitely. Matter of fact, I need a can of air so I can clean my joints. Feel me? I need a can of air. But it wasn't water. Now it was real cold, but it didn't turn to water. You know what I'm saying? It was real cold, but it didn't turn to water. See, and even then, like, you giving me experiments of other elemental physical things to create this water. I'm trying to take the actual elements itself to create this water. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look into that, man. I'm gonna look into that, Professor, because you sending me off, man. You got me. you got me want to get hair dryers and fire extinguishers, and I got to be in a hydrogen. What you say? What did you say? A hydrogen rich environment. I'm gonna blow up, brother. Oh man, that's how you try to. I thought you loved me, brother. You trying to get me, brother. Hey, no, man, we just having fun, man. We just having fun. But yeah, man. Oh man, look, hey man, compliments of L Boogie, man. Check your boy, compliments of L Boogie. Well, wait, hold on. The blackness is compliments of just for men, but the cut is compliments of L Boogie. Oh, I'm sweating. Look, hot. I look like I'm 19 again, my boy. Oh no. I look 19 again, y'all. You know what I'm saying? No, not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby, huh? Bam. Not too shabby. Yeah, man. But make sure y'all, man, donate, man. Donate to your boy, man. And also, don't forget to follow your boy on all social media platforms, man. All social media platforms. That's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. And when you get to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Yeah, so but with that being said, man, moving right along. What'd you say? They're canceling inside the NBA after this season. What inside it? That you talking about the show with Shaq and with Shaq Kenny and what's that? Charles Barkley. I see they got Draymond up there. Draymond been up there lately. You know what I'm saying? Why they cancel it, man? Well, I heard Charles Barkley got something going on, man. I heard he got some money coming in from somewhere else. I heard Charles Barkley making some real major moves. He spoke about, I'm saying, how he be talking to Jordan, and Jordan be helping him out with some of his business decisions. But Charles Barkley got some stuff in the making. You know what I'm saying? So, but and Shaq, Shaq got a lot of business ventures. But what Kenny gonna do? That's what I want to know, man. I want to know what Kenny gonna do, because you got Ken. And I'm pretty sure. I think his name Peter, whatever the hell they call, Ken, or whatever the dude name, the white boy. I'm pretty sure he probably straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he got investments or something else going on. But that's crazy though, man. I didn't even know that. What'd you say? NBC bought the rights to the show to the NBA. What? NBC brought back the rights to the show. Oh, to show the NBA. So that means you trying to see, but then how's that gonna work? So because you gotta think about this, they only gonna show, but that's all no. Oh, that's no, because only the finals was showed on 257. Only the finals. So what do you mean they brought the rights back? So they're gonna be showing regular playoff games and regular season games again. Now they do like Thanksgiving and what's that, like Christmas joints, but are they like how it used to be? Are they gonna be showing seasonal games on NBC like how they used to be? That's what you mean by they bought the rights back? Are they gonna be playing seasonal games? Because if they're not doing that, I can't see the NBA just giving them the rights to something without making no money on it, because they ain't gonna make no money off that television. I would say yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I ain't know that. Oh, that's a power move then. But why would they do that though, bro? Because I believe TNT. I believe more people watch TNT than really. Because now see, but then that'd be good for the people who ain't got them antennas that's just in the house that only got 257 and 9. You feel me? That'd be good, dope for them people who still deal with the analog. You know what I'm saying? As far as the TV go, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I'm gonna have to look that up and look into that and see what how much of a right or what's the actual well, I probably ain't gonna find out the all the particulars, but you don't see. I'm gonna just do a little digging to see if I can find out a little something. You say they'll have regular season and playoff games. Oh, so when do this contract? Or what you say? So when do it take? When do it take effect? Oh, you say after this season. So what, next year? So next year, NBC gonna start kicking out the NBA games next year. I love the inside the NBA, man. It was kind of cool. That was like one of the first sports shows that was cool before we got into the Skip Baylesses and the Shannon Sharps and the ESPN joints. You know what I'm saying? I used to always like this one. This, you know what I'm saying? Come on. They interviewing Kyrie right now, man. He just a smiling. Bro, this the first game, man. Them your boys finna come back hard, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Don't count Minnesota out lightly, man. Do not count Minnesota out too lightly. Yeah, I had to flip it back around, y'all. I'm playing with the camera. Playing with the camera. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was interesting, man. I appreciate you for dropping that down on me about NBC buying the rights back. That's something I didn't know about. And I'm shocked because I'm a sports fan. I am a sports fan. I did not know that, y'all. I did not know that. Man, this is Urban Cafe, y'all. I keep telling y'all about it, man. Every time I ride past, it be closed because I work all day on Sundays, so it don't be open. And then on Mondays, they be closed. And Tuesday, they only open for a short amount of time. So, Boogie told me Wednesday through Saturday they be having little events going on down there. So I got to get in there and see if I could talk to the owner and see if I can get inside that joint and see what's cracking. Also, they said they be having see, but I probably won't be able to make it because I work on the weekend. They do some stand up comedy, man. I'm trying to get your boy Roscoe, y'all. I'm trying to get Roscoe to join in on some of it, man. See if we can get his name out here in these streets. You feel me? I don't know, man. And I know it's easier said than done. I think Roscoe might be a little scared, y'all. We're gonna have to encourage Roscoe, man. They have the rights to the Olympics, so it only makes sense to have the NBA because of the world. I don't want to listen. I'm not even into the damn Olympics, man. The Olympics is so washed up and watered down. I don't even watch the Olympics, so and then that wouldn't make no sense because the Olympics is a multifaceted athletic event where it's various of different types of forms of all type of athletic displays on display. I mean, athletic feats and stuff like that on display. Basketball is just throwing the ball to a damn hoop. So that wouldn't make no sense to me to have, because they already do the track and field, professor. of NBC. They keep up with the track and field. See, they keep in the golf. You see what I'm saying? They got all the sports that. Well, TNT play good. They show the golf. They show again. I still would have stayed with TNT. Good evening, good evening, brother Fox. What's going on?
Oh, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear, brother. I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Yeah, I was running around making errands, and I heard most of your discussion. It was pretty deep. I was in the car just texting because I couldn't, turn on the camera.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I started off the show with some tragic BS, man, and then I'm trying to lighten it back up because all this death and destruction and murder and BS that we be having going on. So I was just trying to, revert and just lighten it back up, man, because it's like, you want to report, and you want to let people know what's going on with the things that's going here, and also you try to report about the things that's going on in the worldly overview, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But when it's here, and not saying that it's not nowhere else, it's just constantly death, and it's always young kids, everybody under 21, and they always melanated. What in the hell? Like, we got to do better, people. You know what I'm saying, bro? We got to do better, bro.
I was talking to a friend about that. I mean, it's kind of hard because you broken homes,
And then, so again, like when I was speaking about the mental illnesses and how, some of us might not understand, and then you was like, you was speaking about the compartmentalism, but see, like I said, so even when we compartmentalize things and we put them in a certain places and we file them how they supposed to be, yeah, but it's our reaction to things. Sometimes we don't even care about a person having a mental illness, and that within itself could mean that you probably got a mental illness, and that ain't gonna go well if that's what you're doing out here in society. That's why I'll always touch on it like that phrase every time you come on, and when you just sit back and you can be like, you know what? I never thought about it like that. That can be used. That can be used in all shape, ways, form, and fashions.
Yeah, but you don't want to be called a number. Okay.
What you mean called a number? I got a telephone number. I got a telephone number.
No, you don't want to be called a number, and it's 2 digits.
I got a
2 digits, brother. The phone number has more than 2. No,
Oh, okay. I got a telephone number, brother.
Yeah, you also labeled as 2 digits. But that's cool stuff. You said what you said, man. I listened to most of the podcasts on my drive. Yeah. And yeah, you was hitting some deep points. You got to compartmentalize. I do it all the time, especially when I'm working with the youth, adults, Mason, anybody. You got to take what you can from it, compartmentalize it, and just understand that, if you take that off the table, how that person is like triggering you, compartmentalization, right? You can navigate the situation, you de-escalate, you do a conflict resolution a lot better. And that's something we don't do in our communities anymore. We don't compartmentalize, we just snap. And it's like, you don't know what triggered you, so therefore you don't know what's wrong with you either. And you know why that triggered you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Preach, preacher, preach. Well, no, preach, teacher, preach, teacher. But that's true, man. And again, man, we never wake up and realize that, man. We never. So, and again, y'all got to understand. So we basically, man, we all fucking zombies, man. Let's stop it. Ain't nobody. And I hate this, bro. Listen, I get it to an extent or to a degree. I'm not out here robbing nobody, killing nobody, or stealing nothing from nobody, or hitting nobody over the head. So, in that essence, do I think I'm better than a person that does? Morally, yes. Ethically, yes. As a person, no. I'm still a person. I'm still able, and I still have I'm not gonna say demons, but I still have the ability. I'm not gonna say free will, because certain things, there's no such thing. Again, I wait till Preston come back, but I still have the ability to decide to do something that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not doing it. Right. Just because I'm not doing it doesn't mean that I don't have that cognitive ability to do those things. So I say that to say, like, man, no, we not better than nobody, bro. That same person that's out there shooting or robbing or selling drugs or just using drugs, you are that person. And if you can't walk past that person and see yourself within that person, I mean, you might not be human. I'm not saying that you got to accept what that person's doing or you have to embody that and become that person to even experience or to live in that person's shoe. No, that's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, bro? All I'm saying is that yes, we don't do a lot of things that these other people do that we might see or deem as bad. But again, I
You
could
remind me
be,
of that pale blue dot again, man.
yeah, I could just as easily be triggered to do something that they doing. You know what I'm saying? Just as easily, bro. So we got to learn how to treat people. Um, of course, like you say, we got to compartmentalize, and but we still got to learn to treat people accordingly. And yes, I'm not finna treat a person that I know that has a mental disability, excuse me, the same way I would treat a person who's classified as normal. But I would be a little bit more careful. I would be try to be a little bit more cautious of the things that I say and less triggering and have a little bit more empathy because you know again, like I was talking about the emotional, I was trying to separate emotional dysfunction from mental dysfunction. But again, it's still the same thing. You know, like when I spoke about when I used for an example about because when I was talking about the killing about a young guy when the girl turned him down and he killed her, then he killed himself. Like, would I do those things? No, but why would you kill a woman, bro? It's plenty of women out here. Like, you can't be that, but I can't say that. That's why I said I can't say that because in that brother's head, in that brother's mind, yes, that was the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm agreeing with you. And I was answering Remo's question at the same time. And like empathy, how do you focus in those situations? Because the big word compartmentalization or compartmentalize, as you're going into, basically it stems down if you shrink that word or truncate it down to just empathy. Being aware that, you know, you got to put yourself in that person's shoes. And I do it all the time. So it's harder for me to go hard on people that I know that I have to read reports about as far as where their difficulties are, where their strengths are, what are their weaknesses. You got to take all that into account. And I don't think most people want to do that. They just want to react. And it's less about reacting and being more reactive. And then when you reactive, you know, you don't do preventative maintenance. You don't do the stuff beforehand to get before or even stop that reaction. So I think that's like, you know, I think one of the quotes I know best is that which we hate. I forget the author, but I never forget it because I learned it in martial arts. That which we hate about someone else is probably something we hate about ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We're on this pale blue dot. You know what I mean?
That
So
goes back to what I was saying about, you know, that person that's doing these things. If you can't see something or a piece of you with inside that person, you might not even be human, bro.
exactly.
Because again, we all have the cognitive ability to do wrong. We all have the cognitive ability to do what we deem or what we societal classifies as doing the right thing. You know, we could just as easily go the wrong way. You know, and it's hard, and it's hard. Well, I ain't gonna say it's hard, but you know, when it comes to the classification and it comes to compartmentalizing and decompartmentalizing and putting things in a proper perspective, you know, one can get confused because it can be a lot. But again, but if you don't take the time out to understand, you know, and let's not be, uh, um, see, I like what you said because I think we tend to be a little bit more reactive to our own reactions versus letting our reactions be a reaction to something that happens.
Yeah. So the
You know
solution
what I'm
is
saying?
being proactive,
Yeah,
like I'm trying to say,
yeah,
not
yeah.
reactive,
So
proactive.
yeah. So Brother Remo said, I have a serious question for the both of you. What do each of you do to maintain your focus?
I remember empathy. I answered it. I'm waiting on your response.
Yeah. So my response, what do I you want me to tell you what I do to maintain my focus? Honestly, what maintains my focus? Um it's my understanding and my gift of my gift of love for knowledge and information. You know,
That ties into your experience or experiential.
yeah, I'm gonna call it a gift. You know, so my gift of that was given to me by the universe. This gift that was given to me to have the love and the thirst and the patience and the understanding and for information and knowledge, and secondly, my children um is what keep me focused, um because I now that I have children, or not saying that I just had them, but it try to keep you focused. It keeps you more directed on trying to achieve things and trying to get things and knock things off. Even if you just knocking them off piece by piece and you're not reaching, well, you're not gonna. So your end goal, you have to have a plan to reach this end goal. Well, let's just say you don't have a plan to reach an end goal, but the kids for me keep me focused. So even though I have an end goal, but let's just say I don't, but it keeps me focused by I set something. So every time I set a bar, I try to reach that bar and I try to knock it down. You know what I'm saying? Because this person might need this person might want this person might want to do this, or we got to do this. And it's not necessarily and I don't have to do a lot of this shit. But again, it's motivating me to see how far I can push and take myself. So the kids not only help me keep focused, the kids also help me motivate me. They push me, they inspire me. You know what I'm saying? To try to make myself better, not only for them but for me as well. Because now that I'm accepting challenges that I wouldn't normally accept because I have children, now it's like, okay, well, hell, screw them. They got me doing this. Let me see if I can do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? And then once I do this, let me see if I can get here. And now once I reach these steps, now I can bring them in, and show each one of these dingbats. Look, dingbat, I didn't got here. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is how you keep it. This is how you keep it.
It started off so good, it just went left.
Oh, my bad with the dingbat.
I was like, yeah, bro, I'm with you. And he was like, this dingbat. I'm like,
okay, let me stop. Okay, well, look here, children. Now that I have reached this point and I achieved this, look, now I'm gonna bring y'all in. This is how you keep it. This is what I want you to do. This is what I need you to do. This is what I need you to do. I don't need you to do nothing else yet. All I need you to do is just write things down. All I need you to do is just keep your eyes open. All I need you to do is just pay attention. I give each and every one of them a job. You know what I'm saying? And that job, and in turns, it still makes me reach higher and keep focused. So, that's my focus comes from, the kids, and just like I say, my gift for knowledge and information. That's why I get my focus from. He said, your focus comes from knowing life is bigger than you and advancing your legacy. Right. Okay, well, you know what, if you want to put it that damn simple, I like the way I explained it, Professor. Damn. Listen, it's a 2-hour show, brother. I had to come up with a filler, brother. Hey, man, Professor, we gonna borrow you, Professor.
he simplified what you had to say.
Yeah, man, he just hit me with a sentence, man. Let me take that off the screen, man.
He summary your butt.
Damn, man.
Then he gonna say, right? I'm like, yeah, bro, I correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Professor Remo. All right, now. But yeah, man. But in a nutshell, yeah, brother. In a nutshell, focus comes from, knowing life is bigger than me and advancing, saying my legacy, and and teaching them how to protect it, and hopefully, them creating their own legacy. And if they had children, teaching their children how to protect it, or if they don't, just keeping what they got, keep safe and guarded, and just what I'm saying, make sure we just keep it in the family, man. We keep it in the family, we keep it going, we keep it growing. And man,
Yeah, but you still say the same thing. It circles back to having an awareness of other people, empathy. Remo made it even shorter. I tried to make it one word, but he summarized you. But you got to be aware of your surroundings, because these are humans just like you, bro. Like, you got to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Hey, and I said that as well earlier. Being aware, we have to be aware. We got to be aware. I said that too, man. We got to be aware of what's going on, not just here, but in the world and anywhere you go. You got to have your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your mouth closed. Only when needed to be open. That's when you need to open it. Pause. and you got to open up your ears to listen, and not only listen. After you listen to something, well, I take that back. You got to have your ears open to hear. Then once you hear these things, you need to start listening to these things. And then because that's the way your brain operate. Your brain don't know nothing until its other extremities and appendages reach out, and then it feeds it the information, and then it internalizes the information, and then it makes it an illusion for you in front of your eyes. Well, I ain't gonna say illusion. Some people think shit real, so we gonna say reality.
Well, it's however it appears. It's relativity is what you're getting at. It's however it appears to you when the light hits your eyes after the reflection of what you saw.
Yeah. So listen to this, brother. Listen, he said, I said what you said, but smarter. Actually, what you said, no, it wasn't smart. It wasn't smarter, brother. It was just shorter. It wasn't smart.
Y'all going back to back. Here we go.
Yeah, he gonna say I said what you said, but smarter. No, you didn't say anything smarter, brother. Oh, brother, you didn't say anything more smarter, brother. I was more expository with details, brother. You kept it short, simple, and sweet. So we had to write a paper, and Mike, my master teacher, and if you was grading that paper, I think I would pass, and he was fail for that one sentence.
I would, as a teacher, be like, "Yo, bro, where's your citations? You get
anyway, Mr. Smart, brother. Oh, my bad. I just had to.
No. Remo's one of those smart Alex in class. Like, well, it's this. It's one sentence.
I know you just playing, man. You my big brother, man. I know you just playing. Yeah, I'm joking too, man. I'm joking too. I don't give a hell about who's smarter than nothing. That's why y'all around me. Shit, y'all supposed to be smarter than me, man. I would hope so. For those watching,
I'm not that smart. I look smart.
We help each other, but you know what I'm saying, man. Hell, it's better than having somebody around me that don't do nothing but sell drugs and want to go shoot people all day. Well, shit,
that could be bad.
Man, that could be real bad. That could be tragic. Then where would I be? You know what I'm saying?
They say you become the company you keep. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it's not funny, bro, because it's good people out there, bro, that tend to hold on and latch on to these type of people. You feel me? Because they trying to help, or they just can't get away. And don't get me wrong, bro.
Or they try to be a follower.
Yeah. Or because I still know some people, good and bad, but that don't dictate what I do. You know what I'm saying? That like when the brother asked the question about focus, man, that don't dictate what I do. Some people tend to let that take away from their focus, and they deter them and turn them around, and now they not as far as they would be, because they trying to do something else, or they not as far as they would be because they got caught up into something else, So yeah, man, keep that focus, y'all. Hey, I don't eat fish, but y'all keep taking that fish protein. Keep eating that fish, getting them that fish will. They say that fish will give you protein, don't it?
That's what they say. It works for your skin too.
Yeah, I always heard that fish is brain food.
Yeah, that's why the Asians eat it a lot. A lot of different seafood and fish.
Well, I know a lot of other people that's been eating fish for a long time, and they ain't evolved in the brain at all.
I said they say. I didn't say it was always true.
Oh, and also, man, speaking of that, I want to say this too, man. And I'm not ragging on nobody, man, because I love all people. When I went to high school, it wasn't that many black folks. I'm sorry. Wasn't that many melanated brothers and sisters there. I went to school with a bunch of Asians, a bunch of Indians, a bunch of Arabs, a bunch of Utopians, a bunch of Ethiopians. Bro, a lot of them was, I'm not going to say it. They wasn't as brilliant as people project them to be. And it shocked me.
It shocked you because you didn't know about the stereotypes. Like, your perception is based upon what the culture says. And I'm not just talking about black culture. I'm talking about the general culture in the United States, the Western culture. So they already telling you what you're supposed to perceive, and you got a culture shock. Like, okay, so they're not that special. And that reminds me of when I was at IIT up there on 35th Street. I told you about my experience. Like, they're not that.
Yeah, bro.
We would talk about it, and we would talk and drink. I'm like, they really not like y'all.
Yeah, bro. That was like a shock, like, bro, because man, coming from you know, the school I came from, and then like, bro, they really wasn't. It was like the same thing, just upper class stupidity, upper
Different color.
class.
It's just it.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, instead of smelling weed in the hallway, and I'm not talking about my school or nothing like that. We just use an example. You know, I'm not saying any of these things is true. Instead of, you know, me seeing you know, us ditching the hallways and cutting class and smoking weed or getting out to school, you see them doing cocaine all through the hallway.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that. Just doing lines.
You know, like, because it wasn't really no black or fit. I mean, it was a few black teachers, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be like it would be if I was in my own neighborhood where there's a number of black teachers. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was different. But bro, man, it was just different. That was an experience, man. And I'm like, damn, they like us. I like, damn, they like us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not to talk bad about nobody, man. You know, I'm just saying, man, you know, you don't know until you experience a lot of things out here, man. You know, when you see it for yourself, that's when you be like, wow.
No, bro, you're right. That's the human condition we talked about. Like everybody suffers from the human condition, no matter what vice. And then when you see that, it kind of just breaks that stereotype.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's what we're about here on Bearded Conversation, man. We're about breaking stereotypes, bro. We're about, hey man, I bet you have the people out there, man, that know we can have intellectual discourse and conversations and things about some of the things we be talking about here on Bearded Conversation.
You just did Scooby snacks and watch sports and crack jokes, and then here you are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. They thought we was all about Scooby snack sports and just bullshit. You feel me? Man, we done been from physics topics to alien topics to black hole topics to just
you got the anti-gravity joint. I was surprised. I'm like, check him out. I'm driving down Lakeshore Drive, like, boy.
Yeah, man, everything, man. We talk about everything, man. You know, and it's good to be well versed, but I will tell the people this: find something that you're passionate about. There's nothing wrong with being versed. There's nothing wrong with being all over the board. But find something that you're passionate about. Get a focus with that. Stay convicted and headstrong with that.
Stay grounded.
Try to be the best. And try to be the best at that. Engulf that. Internalize that. Make that your point of existence, your point of being. You know, find something that you're truly passionate about, that you really want to get into and take heed to, and make that, you know what I'm saying, your life's work. You know what I'm saying? For
You're
anybody,
right.
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I said Remo's right. His last comment. I was gonna say, bro, yeah, you're right. We all made of stardust. Nothing new.
You say, bro, humans are just that. Human, all made of the same stuff. That's facts. That's facts.
Stardust.
So yeah, man, that'll be my advice to anybody, man. Find something you're passionate about, man. Stick to it. Make that your primary focus, and just shoot for the stars. Don't let nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dream too big. It ain't necessarily got to be no sports neither, man. You know, don't get me wrong. My boys play sports, and I'm into the sports as well. But you know, man, look, that's it's a bigger picture besides that. We need to be educated, we need to be allocated, we need to be goddamn it defined, and our narrative need to be changed about melanated individuals, be a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? Culturally, you know what I'm saying, religiously, spiritually, physically, just mentally, everything. You know, we need to just get it together and step up, you know, and then maybe, you know, all this respect that we want from other people, once we get to showing it to ourselves, you know, we can gain this respect, you know. You know what I'm saying? And when people say go back to Africa, you know what I'm saying, we need to get in tune. Listen, I understand we ain't from Africa, but I tell everybody this all the time, man. Just because you got the same darker skin tone, everybody that your color ain't your brother. You feel me? But if you got ancestral there and you know it's there, man, get back there, go get in tune. You got to understand that could be a reason why they don't like us, you know, or why we don't like them, because we don't understand each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Black folks try to. You ever notice that when we go to school, bro? We try to learn every other language. We try to learn Mandarin, French, Spanish. You know, there's also
Ebonics,
because the educational system is ran by a certain group of people. You know, there's no African language that is learned or taught in any school system unless you get in college and you get into African American studies. And then it ain't even taught then. You have to get into African diaspora studies. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wolof language, the Mbutu language, simple languages that we hear on a regular basis, and that people use not only there but use here, and we don't even know we saying some of these words. But so quick to want to go learn French. We so quick to want to go learn Spanish. We so quick to want to go learn Mandarin. We so quick to want to go learn Hebrew or Arabic or some other type of. It's crazy, man. But again, I still stand on this though. Don't attach yourself to the land. You can go seek the knowledge and understand. That's where you came from, but don't attach yourself to it if you're not trying to dive deep into it. If you ain't lived on the land, if you ain't suffered with the land, you know what I'm saying. You're not of that land, but you can take a piece of that land and let that inspire you to build where we at here in America. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we from. That's where my generations and my generation has been for a certain amount of years. So, you know, that's why I like to, and that's why I try to make it a generalization when I say melanated brothers and sisters. I don't want to be point out one specific group or seem like I'm talking about one specific group because melanin is all over the world. But my brothers and sisters know who I'm talking about when I say it, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man. Like I say, man, find that one thing y'all passionate about, man. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with being versed. Like I'm a versed individual, but I pride myself on knowing history. That is because I dibble and dabble into a lot of things. I like that because then that means you can have conversations, we can flow, we can go. And guess what? Even if you don't know, use what I said earlier, man. Use your ears to hear, and then once you start hearing, just start listening. Like make sure your mouth is closed. You know what I'm saying? It
Well,
don't
we
need to
always
be open.
say be 2 ears, 1 mouth. I parents say
Yeah,
use them right.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got what we call precious jewels, y'all, and a lot of people don't know how to exercise those precious jewels. We need to have some classes on that. In Nigeria, they charge foreigners 2 to 3 times more for everything. They tell us to come home, but they want the money and not the people.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we don't like learning that language because sometimes
Yeah,
the hidden truth about that is they be saying negative stuff about people that look like them and they from America and not from there. So you learn that language, you pick up some things, just like the Arabs when they talk. I had to catch a few Arabs like, hey, don't call me that. He was like, oh, you know Arab, yeah, and just cut that out.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my brother. Yeah, just don't do that no more.
Yeah. And I didn't heard a few testimonies of when we go over there, some of the people, indigenous people of the continent, they tend to call us what they call white people. I forgot what the word was, but you know what I'm saying, like they call the white folks the foreigners. They use that word to call us that too. Again, because we detach, we don't help them, they don't help us. The first thing that come out a melanated brother mouth, man. Oh man, they don't like us. How you know, man? Have you even talked to one? Like I got one that I'm cool with. That's a few. Like you gotta, and he from Nigeria. I don't think it's like how I think the media, um, and other sources portray it to the point where it has gotten like that, or they made it like that. But I don't think originally that it was that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think originally that we just started off
No,
disliking and not
you're right.
liking each other. Yeah, some had to happen. It was a disconnect and discommunication with propaganda and media that separated us. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, Professor, about they want the money because you got to think about it. They thinking we got the money. See, they not knowing that we oppressed like they oppressed. You know what I'm saying? They thinking we like the Chinese, the French, and every other people that come over there and try to take over their land. When not knowing we coming over there for visits, we coming over there for either for a vacation or trying to get some type of information from off the continent by coming to look at some pyramids or some so-called Greek hieroglyphs or the metal netta. You know what I'm saying? And recruit. Hey, and we gonna start using proper terminologies and words here, man. We're gonna start breaking things down too. So when we start speaking about pyramids and we get off into that, so the correct name for a pyramid is a merkut or a mirror. We'll get into all that later. You know what I'm saying? I just like to use proper terminology and words and walk people down the way of origins and how things came about. You know what I'm saying? So when we get on certain topics, so some people won't be, oh man, y'all just biased and that's just your opinion. Now, brother, some of these things are factual. Some of these things have been peer reviewed by archaeologists, by geologists, by historians. Hellenistic historians, Afrocentric historians. You know what I'm saying? So, we just try to, yeah, man, we just try to bring a little difference, type of mind frame, man, to our viewing audience here on Bearded Conversation, man. Because I want the people to learn. I don't want people to just tune in and be like, well, we tuning in for 2 hours just to listen to them talk some bullshit, or just listen to them shoot the shit. Excuse my French. I want people to really take something and gain some from these podcasts, from these 2-hour publications. You know what I'm saying? And whether it be small or not, I talk to people and people be like, man, what you trying to do? What's your expectations? And I never say, well, as long as I change one, you know what I'm saying, I'm okay. I'm trying to change many. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about trying to do that any way, shape, form, or possible. And when I say change many, not for the better or for the worse, or try to combat or go against or fight a system, just to change your mindset, to bring some type of resolution and happiness to your community, man, to make you feel better about waking up every day. You know what I'm saying? Just because you wake up every day and go to a 9 to 5 don't mean that your day or your life is worthless or useless. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to know that. Some people push that narrative.
Remo said, brother. You
say what?
You at the 5-minute mark, Remo said.
Oh, yeah. I got you, brother moderator.
I'm gonna leave you with this and get off your channel. Good show. I was listening, and I just wanted to drop you with this because it sounds like where you're going. I say to my students almost every day, especially when they're struggling, especially my seniors about to graduate coming up soon in 10 days, I think. Ask yourself this question every morning while you're figuring out if you're the MVP or you're just another member. Are you living or are you just existing? Leave it there. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, bro.
That's thank you, brother Fox. Master teacher, man. Master teacher in the building, man. It's always a pleasure when that brother hit the panel. But yeah, man. We got about 4 minutes left, man. So with that being said, man, very powerful publication tonight. Good presentation, good discussion from everybody, man. I appreciate everybody for joining the panel. I appreciate Master Teacher for coming in, tuning in. It's always a pleasure when that brother decides to come up out the chat for moderating to come on and discuss whatever. Professor Remo, you the best, brother. That's why you the professor. TLS, Miss Kimber, and everybody else, man. And most definitely big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, those that tuned in right now, those that gonna tune in later, man. Like I tell y'all every night, man, without y'all, it wouldn't be no Bearded Conversation, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all, man. And I do this for y'all. And like I say, man, I always put the links in the chat, man. So don't just think because they say Bearded Conversation, man, real men talk, that the ladies that y'all can't come in. Fellas, because you don't have a beard, that you can't come in. My platform is open, and my platform welcomes any and everybody to come on. As long as you're coming on, you're being genuine, and it's pertaining to the topic, or if you got a topic. Don't get me wrong, we get those that come in and they be on that other thing, but and we try to weed them out the best way we can, but sometimes they get through. So, but with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. Like Roscoe usually say, man, every superhero, all superheroes don't wear capes. Some do, some do, some do. So with that being said, man, good night, good night, good night, all my melanated in-state brothers and sisters. Good night. And grand rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters. And with that being said, man, it's time to give my beautiful people theme music, superhero theme music, that is. Yeah, man. It's been a good one. Man. Hey, man. Till tomorrow, man. I'm signing off. I love y'all. Just want to let y'all know that, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me here on another episode of Bearded Conversation. I'm your host, Beard Genghis Khan. Hey, man, don't forget to follow your boys on all social media platforms: TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. When you get to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up that video. And don't forget to share the content. And while y'all still in the building, man, mash that like button, and share it to somebody real quick. Yo, big ups to some of the best moderators in the podcasting game, man. Hey, like I say, young boy Maya Bucks, Master Teacher Fox Dive, Brother TLS, Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. Brother P. Mac, and and my big bro bringing up the real for show. You know your name, Professor Remo Williams. And big ups to all the queens, and I do mean all the queens of Bearded Conversation. The First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace, Miss Starworth, LLC, and last but not least, Miss CC, Craven Caroline. And big ups to all my hosts, man. L Boogie, Roscoe, and my little one AJ, the hostess with the mostest, the best in the world. I love you, son. Yo, man. With that being said, man, like I tell y'all every night, man, those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. It's Bearded Conversation, man, every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11 Central Time, man. Make sure y'all tune in and check your boys out. Yo, and good night, y'all. Great show. Great show. Also, be on the lookout, 8/21/24, man, 8/21/24, Bearded Conversation. We'll be doing this first youth event / back to school rally, man. We looking for vendors, music artists, DJs, anybody that want to come out and help that day to be positive and productive, man. Don't forget, 8/21/24. And if you can't be there physically, man, don't forget, you know, it's always a monetary action that y'all can do. Y'all can hit your boy CASHAPP, man. That's $BeardedBuckz with a Z. That's $BeardedBuckz with a Z. For those in the back that can't hear me, that's $BeardedBuckz with a Z. With that being said, man, I love y'all, and I'm out, and we gonna let this music take us.
MJ.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all, man. We out.